Hi, Mike Redding here from usingtechnologybetter.com. Well, welcome to lesson 5 or part 5 of a 5-part series where we're showing you our favorite tips and tricks to just making your internet experience or your web-based tools experience just that little bit easier. Today I want to just take a little bit of a different tact and show you some of my favorite features around Windows 10. I don't want to rehash a lot of the talk that's been happened about Windows 10. For instance, now if you go to the bottom, we have the old user interface where we've got our file explorer and so on there. Now, I don't want to talk about that, but what I do want to talk about is I want to talk about how we can interact with the browser tabs and the apps that are open on our screen. Now I've got a number of different tabs open down here in my Edge browser. I've also got a Google Chrome browser open. I've got some apps open and so on. And so sometimes you know that you can go Alt-Tab and you can flick through your different screens to see different things. But if you're on a touch-enabled device, what you can do is just simply take your finger and swipe from the left to the right, and what it will do is it will show you everything that you've got open in that desktop all in one place. So it's simply just dragging your finger. If you want to very quickly go back to your desktop, all you need to do is just grab 3 fingers and run 3 fingers down on your trackpad, and you'll go straight back to your desktop. And if you want to bring back all your windows, then you just need to scroll up from the bottom to the top with your 3 fingers, and all those come back. Now, whenever we show that to teachers, they all love it because it's just that quick, efficient way to be able to interact with your particular apps or your browsers that are open. Now, you might notice down the bottom here that there's this little button, or if I scroll down and get back to my desktop, you'll see it a bit cleaner, that this is what's called my task view or multiple desktops. So if you don't have a touch-enabled device and you can't scroll or you can't swipe from left to right, all you need to do is go down to your taskbar and click on this button down the bottom here, and it gives you the same experience. Now, you might notice down the very bottom of my screen here that I have desktop 1 and I also have desktop 2. So you can have multiple desktops open and have them as separate experiences, and it's very easy to be able to interact with. Now, if I'm on here, you'll see that if I'm going Alt-Tab or if I swipe from left to right, all of the applications, the browsers that are open in desktop 1 don't show up, but the ones in desktop 2 do. So we can use this so efficiently in the classroom because we could be working on a particular desktop but then projecting another desktop to the students, and that just separates our work out just a little bit. Now, there's a whole lot of new features that are coming in. I noticed that just the other day, it's just at the end of December now, 2015, in New Zealand, Cortana got added, and you can launch calculators and ask questions, and so that's a great new feature that's been added, and new features are coming all the time. So I encourage you to have a look at Windows 10. Don't be scared by change. There are some great features there. And just to remember, swipe left to right, use your 3 fingers, swipe down, and you'll be able to interact with your browsers and your tabs really easily. So hopefully you've enjoyed these 5-part series. If you have any other questions about other ways that you can interact with different browsers, apps, experiences, then leave them in the comment section below. And what we'll do is we'll take your questions and we'll build another short 5-part series. So much that we can be learning. If you have any other questions, please just leave your question below where you watch this video, and we'll make sure that we continue the conversation on there. And if you'd like to see more tips and tricks, then please head over to usingtechnologybetter.com. There you'll find a whole wealth of information, tips and tricks, videos, and you'll also find a special community for teachers just like you. So we'll see you over at usingtechnologybetter.com.